everyone, I'm Sarah with HTV Fast, and today I'm going to show you a cost-effective way to spruce up your designs on apparel and accessories with a metallic sheen using Adhesive HTV and finishing foils. So finishing foils are a two-step process and require the use of Adhesive HTV. That's because finishing foils don't actually have an adhesive backing on them. So that's where Adhesive HTV comes in. And what Adhesive HTV is basically a transparent glue. So it works just like a normal heat transfer vinyl material, but it is clear. So right now it has this milky white color, but when it's heat applied, it's clear. So it acts as a glue for your adhesive or for your foils. And the foil only sticks to where the adhesive is. So what you'll do is you will use a vinyl cutter such as a Cricut or a silhouette cutter and send your design through and cut it out and then weed away the excess just like a normal HTV material. And then you will go ahead and apply it and then cut a piece of your foil and layer the foil right on top of the adhesive, apply it, and then tear it away. And then it'll leave you with a metallic design. Super easy, super fun. Now just remember that you only cut the adhesive and then you layer the foil. Cut and layer. I really don't recommend trying to cut the foil from your vinyl cutter because it'll just completely crumble and could possibly get stuck up in your machine, and it's just not fun, not worth your time to try, and it won't do anything because there's no adhesive on it. So that's why you only have to cut your design with the Adhesive HTV. So a couple of features about finishing foil is it comes in 12-inch width rolls, so it's 12-inch wide by 25 feet. You get a lot for what you pay for your finishing foils. It also comes in 26 colors, and that includes a couple of different patterns and finishes. So right here we have our leopard, and then we also have this really fun rainbow, and then this is our silver hologram, and then we also have different holograms in different textures, such as this like pixie dust. So they're super fun. You can use a bunch at a time. And you can apply finishing foils onto items that are made of cotton, polyester, cotton poly blends, dry blends, rayon. Don't want to confuse those two. But yeah, so it's so versatile. You can create super fun accessories such as a makeup bag or different coasters or tote bags, and then apparel such as this super fun t-shirt. So I used 5 different colors of foil, and my favorite part about finishing foil is you get the convenience of cutting a one color design. So all of these colors, I only cut one design and applied it just like a normal one color, and then took pieces of foil and just laid it on top and applied it all at the same time. So it's super easy, super convenient, super fun, especially because you can create distressed designs by crumpling up the foil and then laying it on your adhesive, and that creates natural distressed kind of like valleys and little crevices that you don't have to weed away. So right there is huge. But yeah, so we're going to go over all of the steps on how to create to apply a design onto a t-shirt using foil, and I'll show you a couple different ways that we can do so. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so I went ahead and cut our design out of the Adhesive HTV, and now we're gonna weed the excess away. So if you can see, I don't know if you can see the cut lines. So since adhesive is transparent, it's a little more difficult to weed than normal HTV, but I like to leave it on my cutting mat because of the color, so you can kind of see the cut lines a little bit better, or you can also lay it on a darker piece of paper or fabric or table, whatever you pretty much want to. So let's go ahead and weed it. I'm going to start at the corner. And I also like to leave it on my cutting mat because of the tackiness, it holds it down. And that way you don't have to like bunch it up a little bit as you're weeding. I'm just going to go ahead and weed it away. So it weeds really, really nice. You wouldn't really expect it, but it actually weeds very, very nice and easy. And for detailed designs, it could be helpful to have your design on the screen so that you can see it and know where the cavities are. So we have our Girl Power weeded. There we go. So you can see that it's cleared. And then I always take a piece of parchment paper and lay my cut design on it so it doesn't collect any dust or hair or other weeded pieces. And you can get a really large roll for super cheap off Amazon. And then they can be reused also. Yeah, so I can either weed a few more, put a pile, or this is especially nice for a few multicolored designs so you can stack them up and save them for later. Okay, so now we have to get our foils ready. So I'm going to show you how to do a 3-color foil because a 1 color is essentially the same thing. If I was doing all purple, I would take my foil, and slap bracelets work so well for storing the foil because tape and different tackinesses can ruin the surface of the foil. So slap bracelets are super easy to store them and they hold very well. So if I was doing a 1-color design, I would simply just do this. Get my size and then cut it right there. But since I'm doing 3 colors, I am going to, let's do this. The top is this. And you do not need to cut perfectly because I am the worst with scissors. Cannot cut a straight line to save my life, which is why a nice vinyl cutter comes in handy normally. Do the same thing. Okay, so I have my foil pieces and my cut adhesive, so we are ready to apply. Okay, so now we are going to heat apply our adhesive. Do a pre-press. Okay, so we're going to take our adhesive design and position it onto our garment. Straight where we like it. Okay, so now we are going to hit the adhesive for 5 seconds on a light pressure. And the adhesive is a peel hot, so you can see that it is completely clear now. So I like to align my foil from top to bottom of the design. And always make sure that the design is completely being covered with the foil, and that you're not getting the foil onto the other part of the design where you don't want it. So I like to push it down a little bit to get it stuck. And then you take your second piece and you can layer. So this is okay if you have the design or the pieces of foil over each other, as long as the color is not touching the adhesive part that you don't want it to. And now my last layer. Because it's clear, you have to just, I like to kind of check a couple angles to make sure the whole design is covered. Make sure that collar is off there. Get it nice and flat. And then take your cover sheet, apply it. So now foil is a medium pressure, so I do 2 good cranks, and then it goes on for 10 seconds. So let it do its thing, and then foil is a cold peel, so we are going to, when it's done, we're going to take it off the press. So as you can kind of see that the design is imprinted into the foil, that means you have a good adhesion on it. So we're just going to take it off carefully. Okay, so now that our design is, or our foil is applied onto the garment, and I waited a couple minutes for it to completely cool. So once it's completely done, you are good to peel. So since we layered the foil from top to bottom, we are going to peel from bottom to top. So peel, and look at that 3-color fun design, and how easy. Literally the longest part is cutting the foil. You don't have to worry about aligning each color or anything. Ugh, so fun. Yeah, so that is one easy way to enhance your designs by adding a metallic sheen to them and create fun different effects. So I hope you guys learned something. I hope this all made sense. If not, please send us a message. I also have a blog up in our learn section detailing each step. So feel free to go learn that, or feel free to go read that if you had any questions or if you missed anything. And yeah, so I hope this encourages you guys to play around with some foil and have some fun with it, and create something cool. And if you do create anything using foil, please tag us. We'd love to see what you guys make. And yeah, so if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so. Subscribe button down below for future videos, tips, and tricks. Thanks, guys.